So, hay fever got me on another level.
I am officially getting killed by hay fever. But in the meantime, Roma won their first away friendly match at the north of Italy in Trieste against Triestina. They won 1-0, and it is the third consecutive friendly match win with 13 goals scored and 0 conceded. So congrats to Mourinho, congrats to the team, but these are friendly matches, and heads already have to be thinking about the Serie A. But before we get into this video, ladies and gentlemen, giving an analysis of this match, starting with the lineups and all the players which disappointed and really impressed me throughout this match. Please, you know what the next goal is. We hit 700 subscribers. The next big goal is 800 subscribers, so get it done. Also, please like this video. It supports me so much. And yeah, let's get into this video with the starting lineups. So we've got Daniel Fusato in goal, Brian Reynolds, Ibanez, Kumbula and Trippi in defense, Gonzalo Villar and Bove in defensive midfielder, Mkhitaryan, Pellegrini, Zaniolo and Dzeko up front. Now these last four players are probably going to be the four starting players throughout this entire season. So things for Mourinho are starting to get and seem like the actual reality. But there are some updates that we have to say and talk about this friendly match against Triestina. Roma just won 1-0 with a baby goal scorer on the goal sheet. It is Zalewski coming from Roma's academy, and once again we're seeing more young players into Mourinho's squad, and this is something that all of us Roma fans need to be prepared of. Mourinho is going to try a lot of academy players. In the last friendly match he started with 2 academy players. In this match he started with 1 academy player, but in this match he started with 2 academy players as well, and then 1 got subbed in and scored. His name is Zalewski. He's Italian with Polish origins, so congrats to him. But this is such an important statement. These young players will have a bright future with Mourinho, so let's keep an eye on them. So, right, talking about the defense, obviously the 2 centre-backs, Kumbula and Ibanez, are obviously the 2 centre-backs which, in my opinion, are going to be Mourinho's second choice. Because, as I said before, there's Smalling. We have got some players which Roma needs to buy as centre-backs. So, as well as Ibanez might start some matches, I really don't think Kumbula will, because he didn't impress Fonseca much, and his job is such a big job to try and convince Mourinho, but nothing is impossible. So we'll see if Kumbula gains a spot as a centre-back for Roma. Now the 2 left-backs for this friendly match were Trippi, which is an academy player, and Reynolds, an American lad coming from Dallas and in the MLS, so a completely different tournament. He needs to get adapted. He started a few matches with Fonseca, but he was not convincing at all. And Mourinho is famous for renewing all of the players which didn't convince in the last seasons. This guy is a very young lad, and despite the fact that he didn't convince many Roma fans, he didn't convince Mourinho, he will have a bright future for Mourinho. So with Brian Reynolds, the fact is, do you actually give him on loan to another team so he has some minutes in his career, or do you actually stay at Roma and risk and try and hope that Mourinho will actually choose you in some matches? Because obviously Spinazzola is injured, but as soon as he's back, no doubt he is a left back. And then on the right back, it is a choice, because Korstop impressed Fonseca a lot. He had an absolute blast of a season last year, so I would not choose Reynolds over Korstop. But if Reynolds starts growing and he starts to get adapted to the Serie A, then let's not exclude Mourinho actually choosing him over Korstop. Right, moving on to the defensive midfielder, which is the positions which Mourinho think are the most important. We have got Villar and Bove once again, 2 very small, young midfielders who are covering Mourinho's most important positions. Now, obviously, in these positions, we would expect aggressive players. And Villar, let's talk about Villar, because Villar deserves something. In this friendly match, we have seen some incredible things done from Villar. And this is when Mourinho actually renews and changes player. Villar, ladies and gentlemen, was such a playmaker with Fonseca. But after this friendly match against Triestina, he is actually shooting. He he's actually trying to bag the goals, because Mourinho actually told him to not be scared, and that is one of the most important things. If you are such a young player which needs to try and convince the manager, take the risks, and if they end up well, then Mourinho will choose you. And we've seen this in this friendly match against Triestina, which Roma won 1-0. Villar is starting to shoot more instead of just passing the ball. With Fonseca, he was really afraid of shooting, but today in this match, he has convinced me a lot, because he is starting to risk, and that is what young players need to do. And now coming on to the other defensive midfielder, we've got Bove, who is another academy player. Now at this stage, these academy players in this match, it was Trippier and Bove. They're just too young for me to judge them. I've barely seen them. They're coming from the academy of Roma, so I can't judge them. But the only thing I can say is that throughout these 3 friendly matches which Roma played, Montecatini, Ternana and Triestina, Mourinho has always started some academy players, so let's not exclude the fact that he will start some academy players and young players in the Rio Serie A, in the Rio Europa Conference League, in the Rio Coppa Italia, because Mourinho loves to risk, and the risks sometimes benefit the club. Now, moving on to the 3 attacking midfielders, we have got Mkhitaryan, Pellegrini and Zaniolo starting against Triestina. These 3 are probably going to be the starting ones. However, Mkhitaryan was not convincing in this friendly match. He was barely shooting. El Shaarawy got subbed in, he shot, and that brought the Zalewski's goal. So El Shaarawy is another keyword up there. If Mkhitaryan stops impressing Mourinho, and let's remember that Mkhitaryan and Mourinho did have some disagreements, I would not exclude the fact that El Shaarawy will get put in and Mkhitaryan will actually be sent off the pitch. Zaniolo the same, he's a very fragile player, so if he gets injured, El Shaarawy is in, and that's a very good substitution, because El Shaarawy loves dribbling, loves scoring, and once in a while a banger of a goal will come. Pellegrini is back. He's starting this friendly match, which occurred tonight against Triestina. He is starting, and what an assists. He gave so many good assists to Dzeko, which then obviously shot. And congrats to Triestina's goalkeeper, because he did some incredible saves. But Lorenzo Pellegrini, he is the player which Mourinho pointed his eyes on at the very start. He's the player which Tottenham Hotspur wants. But Mourinho, having a pass to Tottenham, does not want him to go, because this match summarizes Lorenzo Pellegrini. The assists he gives Dzeko, the vision he has, the touch, the incredible touch. He is the new Francesco Totti. So Roma, do not sell Pellegrini. Look at this match against Triestina. Look at the assists he gave Dzeko. Do not sell Pellegrini. And as I said before, Zaniolo, once again, he is very fragile, but when he plays, he gives a boost to this entire squad. Dzeko as a striker, he is back as well. Borja Mayoral got subbed in, but Dzeko started. He had many chances, so congrats to him, because he is starting to get that faith back with Mourinho, which he definitely lost with Fonseca. In fact, he wasn't scoring much with Fonseca, despite all the injuries, but the bond he had with Fonseca affected him as well, because they absolutely hated each other. With Mourinho, his faith is back and he's trying, he's shooting more. We've seen this in this match against Triestina. That is what Dzeko is. He needs to score. The moment Dzeko stops impressing and stops bagging the goals, in fact, if he doesn't even bag the goals, Roma is forced to start Borja Mayoral. And if Borja Mayoral doesn't bag the goals in these friendly matches, let's not exclude Roma buying a striker. And it is something Roma needs. There have been rumours of Mauro Icardi, but let's not focus on the transfer market on this video. Right, let's talk about the substitutions. Rick Karsdorp for Brian Reynolds, Smalling for Ibanez, and Smalling actually, Mourinho gave him a captain band for this friendly match as soon as he got subbed in. So that is another key message. Smalling and Mourinho did have some disagreements at Man United, but the fact that Mourinho gave the captain band to Smalling in this friendly match is incredible, because it means that Mourinho's building bonds with the players. Then we've got Borja Mayoral for Dzeko, Carles Perez for Zaniolo, and Diawara for Gonzalo Villar. Diawara is such a renewed player with Mourinho. He literally, and no joke, genuinely looks like N'Golo Kante. He is such a new player. It looks like he's just refreshed his entire career and he started back again. He tackles on every ball. He's aggressive. He risks the passes. He risks the vision to find Borja Mayoral, Dzeko and Zaniolo. He is such an aggressive player with Mourinho, and we have seen this in these matches, especially the match against Verona, but today against Triestina as well. As soon as he got subbed in, he tackles, he's aggressive, and that's what Mourinho wants. Just imagine Veretout, Xhaka and Diawara, 3 super aggressive players. No one would get past them, but obviously this is where Mourinho's decisions will get tough, because if Diawara keeps performing, then obviously if Roma buys Xhaka, Xhaka will start, and you just cannot get rid of Veretout if he plays like last season. He was absolutely elite. But if Diawara impresses Mourinho, what will happen to Roma's defensive midfielder? Will Diawara start? Who knows? And then obviously we have got Ciervo, another academy player, Zalewski, another academy player who actually bagged the 1-0 win for Roma, and El Shaarawy for Mkhitaryan, who wasn't convincing this match. Now, talking about the injuries, Roma obviously didn't call Veretout because he is still getting back from the injury that actually led him out of the match against Manchester United, that terrible match, the 6-2 loss at Old Trafford. And Mancini was actually called for this match, but he had a tummy ache and he didn't start. And third, we've got obviously Rui Patricio, who was not injured, but he didn't have enough time with the teammates. He didn't train much, so Fuzato is starting again. But the next friendly match on Saturday, I would not exclude the fact that Rui Patricio could start, because he needs to start getting some minutes with Mourinho. He needs to start actually learning and performing the techniques he learns in training sessions, because otherwise, the Serie A starts in less than a month. So Roma, hurry up. Mourinho, hurry up. And also Roma, hurry up and buy the players, because as I repeat, the Serie A is in less than 1 month. So hurry up, because we want more transfer market videos. And yeah, this friendly match, just like the others, was very, very convincing. Roma just won 1-0. But the most important thing in these friendly matches is that your techniques actually work. The defense in 3 consecutive matches hasn't conceded 1 goal. And the main problem last year was the defense. So there are improvements, even though Roma was playing with 3 Serie B clubs. Triestina is not even in the Serie B, so who knows? But more players are convincing Mourinho, especially Villar tonight and Diawara. And ladies and gentlemen, comment down below what you think about this match, the players which impressed you, the players which disappointed. Tell me in the comments, because we're starting to build a Mourinho, a Roma and a travel YouTube channel. Let's make the Simon Show grow. I believe in you guys. You're absolute legends, so get it done. 800 subscribers next, and we're getting closer to the big goal of 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, stay tuned for more Roma videos, Mourinho and travel vlogs videos, more transfer market updates, more match analysis. There are some friendly matches coming, more international friendly matches as well, against Porto, against Betis of Sevilla. And yeah, I'll be back with more videos, I will promise, but you guys need to promise to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in a bit. Simon out.